Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Daily. I said it before that I don't put videos up daily. It's my intention to do it, but I'm very busy with my other channel and the Big Picture El Panorama, and I'm trying to get this channel off the ground. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers as you watch this, so if you haven't subscribed already, just try and get me over that threshold. It'd be very nice indeed, and press the like button or click the like button. Listen guys, this video is just from the heart. It's regrets that I have of moving to Thailand. One of the regrets I have now is walking down the main Rashid Afasik road on a Wednesday morning beside the traffic. It doesn't matter what morning it is, you're always going to have traffic in Bangkok, but this is the real Bangkok, so you're seeing it as it is, lads. But one of the regrets, I'll do a pan around actually when I'm talking to you. One of the regrets that I have, why am I walking backwards? Why not? You get it from a different perspective. But one of the regrets I have about moving to Thailand is choosing Thailand in the first place. And you might say, what the hell's he talking about? I love it here. My life is here. It's a wonderful place. I never want to leave it. But in fairness, the visa situation, you know, to get citizenship in Thailand is a very, 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 very difficult thing. There's lots of criteria you have to meet, and I don't know many people, if any. I know there have been people who've successfully, Westerners I should say, who've successfully achieved citizenship here. And I say achieved because it's an achievement, but for the average Joe, you know, there could be, you could go to places that would be less taxing, let's say, when it comes to going through the paperwork of living in the country of your choice. As an EU citizen, obviously holding an EU passport, I can live and work in any EU country, and that includes territories of EU countries, i.e. La République Française. And I say France in particular because France has territories like French Guiana, which is in South America, just north of Brazil, and it is part of the European Union, and they do use the euro currency, and you can, as an EU citizen, live and work there without visa restrictions. The same applies to New Caledonia, but in terms of New Caledonia, that's in French Polynesia, it's very expensive. So there's oodles of places in Europe you can live where the weather is agreeable. Maybe not like this. I mean, this is mid-December and it's really pleasant, but there are oodles of places in Europe that you could enjoy a favourable climate, i.e. the south of Spain, the south of Italy, south of Greece, and you wouldn't have to worry about visas and things like that. And just, I suppose, when I was in a position as a younger man making this decision to leave Ireland to find a country where I could live with a decent climate, and I love Ireland, but lads, let's be honest, the climate is far from decent. So I could have looked at somewhere like Panama. Now I don't know that much about Panama, but I know it's reasonably easy to live there. Argentina is probably one of the easiest countries in the world to emigrate to, so I believe. Marital status, just to give you a heads up on that. I'm married to a Thai citizen. I have a Thai child, but he's a Thai citizen. But that doesn't afford you any anything in relation to your visa. It doesn't change your status at all. But if you were to move to Brazil, as far as I'm aware, I've been told this by Brazilians, that once you are married to a Brazilian and you have a Brazilian dependent, i.e. child, you're automatically there. You're in. They're never going to ask you to leave. Your visa is more or less secured for the rest of your life. I don't know the details, but I'm just saying, that's why I'm choosing my words carefully. Your visa is more or less secured for the rest of your life. Whatever the details of that is, I don't know. But the same doesn't apply in Thailand. You can have 100 children and it doesn't matter. It has no bearing on your status in the kingdom. Your status in the kingdom is, if you're married, you can apply. Once you get married, you can apply. Marriage doesn't actually do anything by itself. You can apply for an O visa. I don't know what the O means. Someone's going to tell me. But you can apply for an O visa, non-immigrant. And that will afford you the luxury of being able to live in the kingdom for 12 months. Then you renew that visa again. And as I have a Thai child, as I said, but I still have to go through that process every year. So in hindsight, one of the regrets that I have about moving to Thailand is not taking a longer look at my options, or a deeper look at my options and the countries that I could move to that has a reasonable climate, i.e. European Union countries, where I wouldn't have to worry about anything like that. So there you go. That's one aspect, or one regret. By the way, I'm just outside McDonald's here, look. FIFA World Cup promotion, there you go, how about that? You can get quarter pounders and cheese here. This is a side note. Quarter pounders and cheese are available, but you see, all the menus are in Thai. That's another regret, look. They're all in Thai, apart from that. But there you go. That's something you should think about. If you want to come to Thailand and you want to live here, you're going to be working here, you know, you're going to be married here, you're going to do whatever you're going to do, but you're only going to get a visa for a year and you have to keep renewing that. So you get nothing for it, to be honest, lads. I'm not saying they're right or they're wrong in their reasoning, but that's the way they do it. It's their country, that's the way they do it. So if you're in the position and you're in your mid 40s or early 50s or even in your 60s and you're thinking of relocating to spend the rest of your days in a more favorable climate, you could consider not only the geographical climate, but the economical climate and the social climate, and that might help you in making the right decision. I'm not saying I made the wrong decision. I never said that. I never wake up. I haven't woken up at any stage, at any morning since I came here and regretted coming here. But if I was to think about it, I would say that hindsight is 20/20, of course, and to be able to reason it out, if I had done, I'd probably be speaking to you now from the south of Greece or Sicily or someplace like that, and that would be it. So there's a lot of attractions in Thailand, you see, and one of the things is, one of the pitfalls about living here is you get so immersed in the culture, get so attached to the way they do things here, that moving back to the West would be, for me, inconceivable. The reverse culture shock would be worse than the initial culture shock of coming here in the first place. So I'm trapped. I am trapped, and I'm trapped willingly because I love it here, and all the hoops that I have to jump through to stay here are worth it. But as I said at the start, you know, there's always other options, and maybe you should consider your options more carefully in detail, because if you don't want to spend the rest of your life filling out visa application forms at the end of every 12-month period, you might be as well off looking at somewhere where you can live where you don't have to do that, and you still get the benefit of a cheap lifestyle. Well, I don't say cheap lifestyle, that's the wrong phrase, but a low cost of living. And that's one of the attractions here as well. The cost of living here is phenomenally low. Even now in 2022, it's not as low as it used to be, but it's still very, very low. You don't have to earn that much to live fairly comfortably here. That's another attraction. But the same could be said for Spain. The same could be said for the south of Italy. The same could be said for Greece. Coming from northwestern Europe, where the salaries are very, very high, compared to South Europe, where the salaries are usually by comparison quite low. The cost of living therefore is quite low. So there are things you should consider. But I'm going to consider something just now. I'm going to consider a cup of coffee. It's 12:15 on a Wednesday morning, and I'm lucky that I can live a life of somewhat leisure, and I hope that you have gained something from watching this video. I like to tell it to you as it is. I like to give it to you straight, no statistics, as you know. And if you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button, click the like button, click the share button, do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me.